on the way, I'm gonna rest, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They Ella they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I'm never switch.
Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie. I got you. I got you. Check, check. Hey, 57, 57. Check. Kill.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, dribble it.
Now Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 30.
yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our 43. 43.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Mahomes to throw once more. It's Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes completes it to Coleman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
First down, Jacksonville.
Here we go. 50, plant. Watch the run. Get it.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? Mike, hey, Alpha. 56. Here I come. Look at me. Zipper. 56. Check. Go.
On second and 11 now. Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Leonard Fournette, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's third down.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Like 56. Hey, wahoo!
Out of the gun is Minshew. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
At the 26-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Let's get it. Let's go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down, going to get them 5 up to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Minshew sets to throw. Flush to his right. They've got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action, it's Minshew. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Harold Jones-Corte. And he is all the way up past the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 31, Mahomes. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Fielded at about the 28. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
56, Mike 50. Delta. Here we go, G. Get up. Go. Mike 56.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
Here we go. Set. 90. Wolf. Here we go. Here we go. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And the Jaguar first down.
Right back to him on first down. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
On the ready.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
On 2nd down, Swift, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Watch the curl. Check three, check three, check three. Come back.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up second and a yard at the 20.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. On second down, Minshew. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
First down, Jacksonville.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Minshew. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Check 43.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes the score Jaguars 17, Chiefs 10. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good relax.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Well, a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Jaguars 24, Chiefs 10. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Mahomes now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And Robinson with a big catch. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw it, Minshew. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go. 50, plant. Hey, high 7. General West. Shoot.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 38. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down, Jacksonville.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and some room to maneuver. There he goes left side, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a...
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
57, color, 57.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said. Focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Jacksonville, they're on a nice early roll.